We are on. It is Monday. Welcome back, Darren. You actually made it back again.
Yes, I did.
Hey,
Yes, I did.
you guys have tuned in to the live feed with Fishing with Stony Stone and my wonderful co-host,
Darren with Standard Issue Fishing Team.
Standard Issue Fishing Team. We are going to jump right into what we're going to be talking about tonight. We got striper
Good.
season coming up. I want to talk about baits and lures and things you're going to use for striper. NorCal dinner was NorCal Guides Association, Sportsmen's Association was their dinner. We'll talk a little bit about that. We got the Catfish Bash coming up.
Yes, we
We're
do.
going to dive into that and some cool ideas. We're going to kick around about the tournament. What else? Darren's trip to Clear Lake. He went to Clear Lake and actually
Yep.
did not fish.
Didn't
but we will
fish.
talk about that. And I want to touch about my favorite topic, which you guys are going to put me in rehab for,
Yeah.
is AI.
Yep.
Talk
Definitely
about some
rehab.
AI stuff. But before we get to that cool agenda, we got this cool little bottle sitting here on the table. Darren, what is that bottle?
That is
Eric-
Eric blessed us with this rum from, where was it from again?
Nepal.
Nepal.
Not nipples.
Yeah,
Nepal.
I guess you can only get it over there. Sounds like a pretty good stuff. It's a dark rum. So, yeah, we'll
So
give
we're
it a
gonna
shot.
test. We're gonna test. I haven't tested this
I
yet.
haven't tested it either.
Now, you guys that follow me know I
Yeah.
have not been drinking. One of my diet things is I've cut back. I only drink on Mondays when
Yep.
we're doing the podcast, switch a little bit. So here's
Nice
my drink
looking-
for
yeah.
the week. Let's see what this
Cheers.
is.
I think Eric's already finished his.
This is a bourbon from Nepal.
Rum.
Rum. Rum-a-dum-a-dum.
Smells pretty good.
What do you think, Mr. Connoisseur of whiskey and rum? And what do you think? Not bad.
Pretty good.
I could drink that.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
drink that, but
Yeah, you did.
I could. Yeah,
You'll
but I wouldn't
finish
have to
it.
mix it.
Yeah.
You know, I see these guys that they'll drink a shot of whiskey and then they got to chase it with a Coke or a drum. Like, what are you doing? How are you like 12 years old? Or not 12,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. Are you
Well,
21?
I was doing it at 12, but I mean,
You still need a chaser? Come on.
not anymore.
Drink it.
Grew up, you know.
You got to grow up
Well.
at some point.
Yeah, I guess.
Right? So we had last weekend, our last show, we had two great guests.
Yes.
Like, who is it? It was Warren.
Warren and David
David
Mayo.
And we were talking some AI stuff, and I think I created monsters with the AI things. These guys are pumping out their own AI videos.
Yeah.
Having
Yeah.
a blast with it.
And then Warren went and got eye surgery, so
He did.
he's gonna be even worse, I think, now with this AI.
Hey, he
'Cause
had a
he
little
got
break.
eye surgery, you know.
He got eye surgery, so maybe his fish will be bigger than what he really says they are.
Yeah.
Or that might be smaller than what
They
he really
might be
thought.
even smaller,
They're
but
like, what happened? My fish got smaller.
I don't know.
You can
Hopefully
actually see
he keeps them smaller so we can beat him in the championship coming up.
This is true. This is true. But
Yeah.
thoughts are out there with you, Warren.
Yep.
Hope you get a good recovery. That LASIK stuff, my wife had it done a few years back, and it's pretty cool stuff. And she had a pretty quick recovery. So hopefully you experience the same thing. And
Yeah.
just let you know we're thinking about you.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. So yeah, AI has been kind of fun to play with. I don't know, everybody's freaked out about AI and it's going to take over the world. And I look at it this way: is AI can be great, but it can also be bad. We're playing with it, having fun with it, but
The problem is
It's-
AI has already taken over your life.
it hasn't taken over my life. It's taken over a few photos. of it.
100% taking over your life. So,
But you can have fun with it. But it also, if you use it for the right stuff, it can be very productive and helpful, and it's kind of cool what it can do.
Yep.
So I would say if you haven't embraced it, it's not going away.
No, it's not
I'd
going
rather
away.
know more about it than to not know anything about it.
Right.
There's so much more to know than I even know, and I'm just playing around with it as
I'm one of those guys that wants to keep it at arm's length. I'll use it when I need it,
yeah.
but I don't want it to immerse totally into my life.
And it can be, and it's kind of interesting. I talked a little bit before about I'm writing a book, and it has nothing to do with fishing, but it's more of a, I guess it's called a memoir or something. But
Right.
basically, it's of my childhood and things. But it's kind of a cool book, and it sat for like 10 years
Yeah.
and didn't do much with it because I kind of got just stuck. I didn't know what to do.
Is that when you learned how to start reading?
Well, I had to learn to write
Oh,
first. I could read.
okay.
I just couldn't write.
Oh, okay.
But now with AI, I don't have to write. I
Yeah,
just
isn't
basically
that
say, here's what
amazing?
I want. And,
Yeah.
But it's been kind of therapeutic at the same time, and it just blows my mind on how I have a project I'm working on. I'm actually using AI to help me navigate it. And, if I put something in there that's out of order, doesn't make sense, it actually will correct it and ask you, say, hey, are you sure that happened at this point? Did it really happen? And so I would adjust. And it's like,
Okay.
to do this on my own would take who knows how many years to finish.
Well, it's
I
been
probably
set
knock
for
it out.
10 years, so.
Well, it's sat because I got stuck. And then I got stuck. Even using AI, got
Right.
stuck. And I'm like, hey, I need some prompts. I need some help. And it actually understand this happens to a lot of people. And it was just, it kind of got really weird because I felt like I was talking to somebody.
Yeah.
But the technology behind it is actually pretty exciting. So,
Yeah.
anyway,
It's
enough
going to
about
take
AI.
over.
AI is kind of cool, but you're still gonna have to go out there and catch fish.
Oh, yeah.
I can make some fish in my AI stuff, or I can take a fish. So the funniest one I like is I took a real picture of me holding a salmon, one
Right.
caught on the feather, right?
Yep.
So here I am holding this big old salmon, and it starts moving and jumps back, and it looks like I threw it in the water, right?
Yeah.
What was funny about that video was one, it's AI generated, but the hateful comments I got on, what are you doing to that fish? Throwing it back in 2 feet of water? That's no way to handle a fish. And it's like, if you know me and I mean, but even these AI videos, I challenge people to look at them, see what the fake part is,
Yeah.
because there's always something in there that's going
There's
to
a
be
giveaway.
sign.
Yeah.
Like the one I did with we're promoting one of the podcasts, and there's Eric, or it was Warren's visit. There's Eric in the background, and all of a sudden he has a full beard,
Yeah.
and the camera's just floating, right?
Yep.
Things like that you just pick up on that it's not a perfect science.
Yeah.
And
Not yet.
so have fun with it. Find the errors, because there are errors in
Yep.
it. And yeah, it's kind of cool.
Just scary.
It is scary.
Scary.
What's real scary though is going to the Delta and hooking in some big old striper, and it starts screaming drag. That is fun and scary.
That's not scary.
Oh, dude, it's
Quit being a
fun.
wimp.
Quit being a rimp. But striper season is right. It's hitting now. If you guys
Yeah.
are on Facebook, any social media, YouTube, any of that stuff, there's lots of striper in the Delta
Yeah.
being caught. I would say if you're striper fishing the rivers, there's resident striper there. There's not a whole lot of migrating stripers yet.
Yeah.
We're struggling. We went out, didn't go out this weekend.
No.
I went out last weekend. I think you were out last weekend.
Yeah.
And we got skunked. We had a plan. We got what we wanted. We got our pike minnow. We did all that. And
Yeah.
just there was no takers for that
No.
big pike minnow. And
But yeah, my fishing partner Chad went out Saturday, and he caught a really nice one, and then had two missed opportunities, as they like to say. I guess he had a couple of real good sized ones that took his pike minnow, and
he's on the
left
shore,
him with
right?
nothing. Yeah, he's fishing from shore.
Yeah. Stole his
So-
pike minnow?
Yeah. Yep. So
Yeah. So if you guys haven't done that, that kind of leads me into my next question is, so when you striper fish, I probably already know this, but a lot of our listeners or new people tuning in, what is your favorite way and what body of water? I don't have to give your spots away, but, just general, where do you like to go for striper fishing
I like to fish the upper Sacramento for striper with live bait.
with live bait?
Yeah, that's the only way I fish for them pretty much anymore. I just don't like having that sardine smell on my hand for 3 days.
Right?
Now, you kind of introduced me to last year, or a little over a year ago, of trolling again.
Right.
I hadn't trolled since I was in my 20s, and we did pretty good down in the Delta. So I'd like to go down and revisit that. That was pretty fun. And then you showed us where to go and everything, and me and the wife and my fishing partner Chad went out there the following weekend, or 2 weekends later, whichever one it was, and we put out some planer boards with the deep divers. And those were the ones getting the hits.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Away from
ones
your
behind the boat weren't getting any hits, but the ones that were out on those planers were getting nailed.
And that's something I haven't done yet.
yeah.
We have planer boards on the boat. We use them for catfishing,
Yep.
but I've never used them for anything other than catfishing, and
Yeah.
I know you can.
Yep.
So
Yep. That was
I'm
fun.
looking to try that out.
Yeah.
It's we get out to do the fishing thing. You're like, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that, and then you end up falling back on kind of what you know, and
Yeah.
I get lazy, and I'm like, I'm just gonna soak some bait. I'm gonna throw some chicken liver out there.
Yeah.
I love chicken liver for bait, only because we do a lot of catfishing,
Mm-hmm.
and with the chicken liver, I could catch catfish, I could catch
Stripers.
striper, or the pike
Yeah.
minnow I want to put on, or
Yep.
live bait I want to do. It just
Yep.
really boils down to what I've noticed is when I'm fishing for the pike minnow, or the smaller to catch bait,
Right.
is I really downsize the hooks.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And with that,
Definitely.
which is kind of interesting, is I'll use a minnow hook,
Yep.
right? Like if I was drifting live minnows, I would use a minnow hook with a little bit of chicken liver. Now people's like, oh my God, that's way too small. Okay, well, if I'm drifting minnows
Yeah.
and I'm catching 42-inch striper, 32-inch striper on a minnow
Yeah.
with a minnow hook,
Yeah.
Okay, you follow my logic here.
Yeah.
Just because I use it for a piece of anchovy or a piece of chicken liver to catch a pike minnow, it will catch a
Yeah.
big striper,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we've had that happen.
Yeah.
So you don't need a monstro hook or a striper, striper leader, striper hook
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
I'll use those little minnow hooks
Yeah. I
with other
use
bait on it,
even smaller hooks. I use like a number 8 or number 10 egg hook,
right?
and those are tiny, and I've caught 4 or 5 pound stripers on those.
Right. So,
Yeah.
it's kind of, it makes me think back when I had Dieter Melhorn on our podcast. He came and we were talking about catfishing,
Yeah.
and we were talking about baits, right? And for him, he you guys that follow him really loves the chicken, flavored, unflavored. He
Yep.
just likes using chicken, and he's done some side by side tests, and and some of the things that he showed is that just unflavored chicken it works great, and I've done that.
Yeah.
But then we got on the size of bait. They always say bigger bait, bigger fish. He says don't always count
Not
on
always.
that.
Not
There's
always.
times where and what he said is if you're targeting big fish, yes,
Yeah.
you want to go that, but don't give up small baits because sometimes they don't want a big meal.
Right.
That big old fish just had a big meal, and all of a sudden he sees this nice little morsel
Yeah.
that that looks good, and then that big old fish is gonna just want a snack.
Yep.
And we've done that. We've
Yeah.
downsized our baits. We've
Yeah.
gone from big baits to smaller baits and actually some smaller hooks.
Yeah.
Instead of those monster ones, is yes, you want to go, but I want to catch fish.
Yeah.
And if I find that I have things breaking off, or that I'm getting a lot of missed strikes because the hooks are too small and can't get through their mouth,
Right.
then maybe I'll go back up. But sometimes you got to try different things and
Yeah.
don't discount those smaller hooks.
Yeah. And you just got to also, for me, I think is knowing when you're fishing. What
That's
the,
a lot.
what the fish are doing, kind of determines how you're going to fish for them.
Right, so that leads back into water temperature, which leads to depth, which leads to different baits. So all of these things, is you guys that are getting into the catfishing world or any kind of fishing, is you got to know the seasons because it changes. It's not always just what I used in August isn't going to work in December necessarily.
No.
And it could still work, but it might not be as good.
Yep.
Or it could be better. I mean, it's just so you got to figure out your system of your.
And every year it changes, so you got to be able to fish what you did last year, and if it's not working, change it up a little bit.
Right.
Because something's going to work. I mean, if you were catching fish that time of year last year, you're going to catch fish again. Something's changed though.
And so this kind of leads into now time on the water, right? Everybody talks about putting in the work.
Yeah.
That's what that means, putting in the work,
Yeah.
is you're trying different things out. And the more work you put in, the more things you try, you're going to find what's working. You take your mental notes or whatever, and you're
Yep.
going to figure it out.
Yep.
So, yeah, if it just get out there and fish is what
Yeah.
it boils down to.
Yeah.
Uh,
Got to do it.
Yep.
Gotta do it.
So with striper
Alright.
fishing, you like the upper sack, you like live bait when you can get it.
Yep. Yep. And then trolling in the Delta area.
Yep.
Some good fishing down there. I mean, there's a lot of water down there.
There is a lot, and I've
So-
been lucky enough to go with lots of different guides and people, and our own stuff.
Yeah.
We go out and we try different things in different parts of the water. There's the incoming tide, the outgoing tide. All of that plays into it as far as where, right? But when we're, the lure thing is pretty new to us too.
Right.
We've been doing it a while, but snag 'em and bag 'em's, got some great shallow divers, deep divers, all hand custom painted.
Yep.
Those things work out great. Find your colors. Different times are different. We've done really well with a bluish color. We've done well with chartreuse.
Yeah.
With the we've done the good with the red and the white, but they're all at different times. So
Yeah.
this is the part as a fisherman you need to figure out is what colors at what time at what depth and what
Try different
temperature,
waters.
and try different waters.
I mean, we when we were in that little tournament a year and a half ago, whatever it was. When was it? You
It was
remember?
probably last year.
Last year.
We didn't do it this year. So it
we
was
were
last
we were took some little cutoff slough, and you looked at me and says, "Hey, you want to troll it?" And I went, yeah, why not?
Yep.
And my wife ended up catching the biggest striper out of all of us.
Yep.
And this little tiny slough,
Exactly.
So you never know. Just try it all.
Yeah, and you'll find the right depths. Usually when we go around this time of year, we're in about 10, 12 feet of water.
Yeah.
So we're trolling those shorelines, along the Tules, or we look for flats. There's a lot of places where there's some big flats. You look at your graph and you're out of the channel. You hit those flats that are in that same about 18 feet or 15 feet.
Yeah.
and we run those deep divers. I like to run deep divers even in shallow. I just go a little bit slower, or I don't go as far back.
Yeah.
And still run those deep divers down into the mud, but I'll shorten those lines up. But I'm thinking that a lot of those times it doesn't work because they're too close to the boat. But if I do those on a planer board, stick them farther out from the boat, and run those deep divers, because I like the action on those
Yeah.
a lot better than the shallow, because the bills are a lot smaller.
Right.
It's just run them on the planer board. So I'm gonna try that out
Get them out away from the boat.
and see how that works.
Heck
So,
yeah.
along with the snag 'em and bag 'em, they got a bunch of stuff hand painted. Great product. If you go to the website snagandbag'em.com, use promo code Stony Stone, you'll get 15% off anything you order online. Doesn't even have to be striper. It could be catfish, it could be anything else. But go definitely check those guys out. And then of course I can't forget my buddy Kevin Brock. Great guide. If you guys follow me, you know that I do a lot with Kevin. He's got his own line of lures as well, and he's got some great deep divers and shallow divers. And his aren't hand painted here in the U.S. He does just like Uzuri and everybody else. It's all done overseas. But Kevin invests in what he does, and he makes a great product at a great price.
Yeah.
He can be typically half of the price of the box store with the Uzuris and who else? I don't even look at who the other things are out there. But some of the bigger Rapala, it's the same thing, right? There's some brand name stuff out there that people use, and their stuff works as well. But for me, I like supporting the local guys. I like supporting the local small business, and Kevin and Matt have been great to support Old Farts fishing with Stony Stone, all that thing. And we use their products, and they work, right?
Yeah.
But me as a fisherman need to figure out what color, what depth, all that stuff to have that product work.
Yeah.
But
It takes some work.
It
takes some work.
But
it's worth it.
it is. So hopefully do some more trolling. Trolling is good. And I would say when you go out, have some lures to troll, have some cut bait. We like using anchovy sardines, chicken livers.
Yeah.
For striper, you can use the bloodworms or the ghost shrimp. A lot of people like using ghost shrimp. All those baits work.
Shrimp. Yeah.
You just got to know when they work and where they work, but they all work.
I caught my biggest striper when I was a kid. I think I was 15. Got a 30-pound striper on grass shrimp.
Yep.
In 6 feet of water.
There you go.
So
yeah, don't forget about crawdads too.
Yeah.
People use a lot of crawdads you can catch all kinds of different things on those crawdads.
Yep.
Striper season is upon us. So get ready. It's gonna be a great year.
Yeah.
What else happened? NorCal Guides and Sportsmen Association had their fundraising dinner on Saturday. I was able to go out there. My wife and I were to go to the dinner.
Nice.
We were sitting with Rob Stoddard and Nikki Burns' husband. I forgot his name already.
Okay.
But the Burns family, his business out there, it'll come to me. I'm really bad with names when I don't write them down. But we sat at their table for a while. But a lot of raffle prizes, a lot of great.
You win anything?
We left a little early. So I gave all my tickets to Rob. So Rob checked on me on Sunday. Say, hey, man, how you feeling? Because my back was just toast.
Right.
And he didn't say I won anything. So either I won and he didn't tell me.
I wouldn't say anything.
Exactly.
He gave me your tickets.
and I wasn't looking for him to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I won anything or not. But we gave our tickets to Rob, and hopefully that worked out for him. But Stoddard's Guide Service, great guy out there. We do a few trips a year with him. And I don't think he's guiding right now. I think he's hunting or doing something different.
Yeah, I think he's hunting right now.
He guides at certain times of the year.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. Always is. So if you guys aren't members of NorCal Guides and Sportsmen Association, check them out. James Stone does a lot of great things for the fisheries and was really involved in some of the salmon things going on and really advocate for sturgeon and definitely check those guys out, and we support them with the dinner and we also do their April striper tournament that they put on every year, and that always helps out, and that's always fun.
All right.
Nice. Catfish Bash is coming up.
Yes.
Getting closer.
Yes.
Getting closer.
Yes.
So you championship teams, the tournament teams, do not forget to get me your money. I'll be chasing people down this week. I've got some commitments from people that owe money.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
You're one of them. I've been kind of loose. I understand people have life going on and holidays are coming up. So, we do, I'm putting a lot of trust factor
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you don't want to be basically put out of the tournament because
Right.
you didn't pay,
Yeah.
so
Well,
let's
you know
make
my
sure.
birthday's coming up, right, guys? Everybody,
You
my
got to
birthday's coming
GoFundMe.
up. I got to GoFundMe
Uh,
to.
but Catfish Bash, it is on December 6th.
Yes, sir.
So go to the Catfish page, Catfish Bash page on Facebook. If you didn't get in the championship, better luck next year.
Yep.
But doesn't mean you can't fish.
Yeah.
There is an open division, so we're
Yes,
running two
and it is
tournaments.
at the same date,
The same date,
December
same
6th.
time. The blast off is a little bit different, and the weigh-in's a little bit different. All those details are out there. I do have a flyer out there. I got to update it because apparently you forgot one important thing, Stoney.
The date.
The date. I just assumed everybody knew.
Yeah.
But no, I will update that flyer. Now for the Open, we don't have as many teams as we like. So
Right.
far, we've got 3 teams, and we still got a
Okay.
few weeks to go. But
Well, if they only got 3 teams, that's first, second, and third place.
there you go. So everybody's a winner.
You can say you went, if you want to hit the top 3.
So we'll have to play that by ear. We want to be fair to people that are entering it. We also want to make it fun. And, I mean, there's only 3 teams. Jake's like, well, just cancel it. I'm like, I don't want to cancel it.
All right.
I mean, if it's one team, I mean, if they put in the money, they win their money. Minus, what the tournament takes, but you're going to win something.
Yeah.
So come out, enjoy the fun. If you never fish one of these tournaments, right time is the best time to do it, actually. Aside from we don't know what the weather's going to do.
Yeah.
Rain or shine, this tournament is going on.
Yep.
So if you've
Unless
never
it's
done
dangerous.
it, I think the only reason Jake would call it is going to be winds.
Yeah.
So if the winds were way too high, because that's when the lake gets really dangerous. But
Yeah.
if it's just raining and there's no wind, which
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends on the speeds of the wind.
Yeah.
When it says 5 miles an hour, plan for 10 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour. Double whatever the news is telling you.
Yeah.
So once you get past like 15-mile-an-hour winds, it starts to get sketchy because 15 could be 30.
Yeah.
So we'll watch that. That's the only reason why something would change. But rain, put on your rain suits. If you don't have one, you're going to get wet, but you're going to have some fun.
Yeah.
But the Catfish Bash, check it out. The 15 great teams, 5 teams, they're still great.
Yep.
They put in the work as well.
Yep.
And I was asked today, is who do you think's going to win? I said, well, I am.
What a silly answer.
What a silly answer. It is a silly answer. But on a serious note, who do you think's going to win?
Me.
That's another silly answer. No, I think it's anybody's game.
It
I
is.
mean,
It is.
look at the teams in there. Warren, those guys, started strong beginning of the season. Their team just kind of slid the rest of the year.
Yep.
But doesn't mean they're out.
No.
They put in the work. They've tried. So yeah, we know they took a first place finish.
Yeah.
Very beginning of the year, they took a first place.
Yeah.
They might finish last. I mean, the last tournament of the year, they might finish first
Yeah.
again. But
Don't know.
we don't know. You got Two Birds is usually up there. Could win it too. Sippy
Yep.
Cup. A lot of great teams that that put in the work, that go to a lot of the tournaments.
Yeah.
I think it's anybody's game.
It
I
is.
mean, even
It is.
Ben. Okay, I would give it to Ben. Ben could win this, and here's why I say it. The biggest fish that I caught this year was January 1st. Anthony and I went out just fun fishing, and I had these hot dogs that my wife keeps saying, "Come on, just use the hot dog." I'm like, fine. So I'm gonna put a 25.8 pound catfish on a hot dog. So Ben talks about hot dogs. I'd say don't.
Yeah.
I mean, hot dogs could be the trick. You
Yep.
don't know. There's
sure.
a lot of different baits, and I say it's catfish.
Yeah.
Catfish will eat anything.
They're gonna hit whatever's in front of them if they feel like it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of scents. A lot of people have different scents they
It
use.
doesn't make any
It
sense.
doesn't make any sense. But we use the Triple X blood a lot of the times, and they've been a big supporter of us, and their stuff works. We've run side by side tests; they work. Kevin Brock is coming up with a catfish brine. A lot of people are pushing him to.
And what is his secret ingredient?
Oh, his secret ingredient, kick 'em a pow.
Kick 'em a pow.
You'll be watching this, the kick 'em a pow. Kevin Brock's infused baits.
Yep.
Infused with kick 'em a pow. What is kick 'em a pow? Kick 'em a pow is a special ingredient made by Kevin Brock.
Yep.
So,
It's a proprietary blend.
proprietary. So a lot of his baits already have it, but I told him, you know what, Kevin, I like the name. We got to start promoting that name, that brand. So we're working on some logos now. He's working on some catfish brine that you can put on your baits, and we'll be testing that here probably early next year, if not this year. I'm pushing him to get it done by December, so I
That'd
can
be
try
nice. Yeah, but I don't get sponsored, so
No, but I can probably get you some to try out.
yeah,
We'll
maybe.
see. And if we win, dude, I'm always gonna go to market with that. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Oh yeah.
But we're still gonna use Triple X blood. The thing is I'm not. I don't want to say not loyal. I
You're
mean,
just not married.
I'm not married to anybody.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna try different lures, different people
Mm-hmm.
from when it comes to the fishing side. It's like, hey, I'll support everybody.
Yeah.
The key for me is they have to be a small business.
Yeah.
I don't care what small business you are. You're trying to get out there. I'm going to do what I can to help promote you and get you out there. I don't know, if that works. Meaning,
It can't
I'm
hurt.
nobody. I'm just a guy fishing. I haven't been doing it very long. I don't have
Right.
50 years of experience. I just make a lot of content. We try it. We'll give you honest feedback.
Yep.
And I just tell you the stuff that we use. If you watch and follow us, when I started, I wasn't catching anything.
Yeah.
Well, now Anthony catches everything, but we're still catching. No, but we do catch fish.
And you do a great job,
He
Anthony.
does. So I'm basically a captain, meaning I just drive the boat and take
Yeah.
Anthony around to
Put
fish.
him on the fish.
Put him on the fish. So, but I got to have some knowledge, and that is putting him on the fish. And well, Anthony usually picks that too. So,
Yeah.
so I basically just drive us around, and
Yep.
he tells me where to go.
Yep. And make the boat payment.
I make the boat payment. No, it's all good. We have a great time, but we are starting to catch fish, and I'm all about supporting the local small businesses and the best I can.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So, were you going to talk about the guests for?
Good lead on. Good
Yeah.
lead in. So here's what I wanted to do. We've got 15 teams.
Yep.
In the championship, and then so far there's only 3 in the open. But I'm going to give it open to any team fishing, and we're probably going to double up some teams. So this is a call out to all the teams out there. We want to have you as a guest
Yep.
on the podcast, and so we're going to basically stack you up. Between now and the tournament, you get some time to come in, talk about your team, whatever you want to do.
Want to make any call outs on another
Any
team?
call outs? You want to call somebody
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
Like I already got a call out on this
Yeah.
bald guy right here.
Yeah.
So
I got to win my change back.
you're gonna win his money back.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I want it all in change though.
Okay. 500 pennies. Here it comes.
Yeah. Hey, pennies are in shortage right now.
I know you couldn't get them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all
crazy.
right. My wife's got a jar of pennies somewhere.
Okay.
I will find. I probably want to count.
Probably
That
a
looks
sock.
like
It's probably a sock full of pennies that she hits you with when you get out of line.
could be. But yeah, we want to have guests on. So hit me up. Send me a message on what Monday works for you.
Yeah.
And we'll get as many in. 2 or
Before the
3
tournament.
Before the tournament.
Yeah.
Right. So Warren, you guys want to get back on? We'll have your remote. Warren wanted. So Warren, get this. So Warren lives way up by Bullard's Bar.
Yeah. He's up there.
He made the trip to come to the studio to be in
Like
the
a
studio.
2-hour drive for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And David's there in Roseville, so he
Yeah.
came over, which isn't too far, but Warren put the work in to come.
Yeah.
So Warren, appreciate you, buddy.
For
But
sure.
you guys don't need to make the trip. We have the technology, we have the know-how to pull
Yeah.
you in remotely, and my super producer Eric here will make all that happen and
Yep.
get you looking good on screen. So
But if you do want to come to the studio and see Stoney's smiling face, I'm sure we could accommodate you.
we could.
Yep. Let him know ahead of time, just in case he wants to smoke some burnt ends.
Oh, we made some fire
yeah.
burnt ends
Yeah.
today. So you guys follow me. I got Cooking with Stony Stone channel as well. What channel do I not have?
Yeah.
But Cooking with Stony Stone, we did some what I call poor man burnt ends
Yeah.
today.
Very good.
And what I mean by poor man is typically burnt ends are made from a brisket.
Okay.
And my personal opinion is when we do briskets, you have to go big.
Yeah.
You get the small store-bought brisket; they're just too small. They're 10 to 12 pounds. There's no point on it. There's no way to make good burnt ends. So when I do burnt ends, I'll do like a 20-pound brisket, and it's just way too much. One's expensive, and the other is just a lot of meat.
Yep.
So you go to the store and you get yourself a nice about 3-pound chuck roast. And you smoke that the same way you would a brisket.
Okay.
Follow whatever your recipe is, your cook times. For us, I just take that chuck roast today, and I just put black pepper, coarse black pepper,
Okay.
and some sea salt in there, some garlic powder. Rub that all up, threw that on the smoker, and let that thing run at about 250, and it cooked up to 165. As soon as it hit 165, I took it off, wrapped it up nice and tight with aluminum foil. Butcher paper, if you have it, is
Okay.
great. But I just add aluminum foil, wrap that thing up, cook it up to 205, and then pull it off. I let that thing rest for about 30 minutes. And then as soon as it's done resting, I just chop it up into little 1-inch cubes and put my sauce and everything in it and throw it back onto the smoker in a tin.
So you said 1-inch cubes, though. Those are some really big 1-inch cubes. Now I understand some things. Yeah, now we know.
How big were those cubes, Darren? I thought they were close to 1 inch.
Yeah. Hey, standard issues always got a spot for you.
That's funny. But yeah, we cooked up that. So, you
Yeah.
know, when you come, you know, we know you're coming to be in person. We usually, like Richard, you know,
Yeah.
is always offered to be fed. He's been fed a few
Yep.
times.
It's always some good food.
But
Always
we
good.
do. You know, we used to do the whole barbecue competition thing and learned a few things. And my wife is an amazing cook.
Yep.
And I'm more of her sous chef. I'm there. You tell me what to do, I'll do it.
When he's not messing with the AI.
Well, then I'll do something. I'm like, oh, I can take a picture of this. Well, now I take a picture of it and make that picture come to life and put a little
Yeah.
story together, like we
Yeah.
did today with the burn ins. So
Yeah.
it was fire. It was really good.
Yeah. So if you want to be a guest, any of the teams, let them know.
Yep.
That way we can get him cooking again. Because I like his food too.
And Darren's all, yeah, I want to come over early today. I knew you would. I threw
Oh,
out
yeah.
See, it was like fishing, right?
Yep.
I'm like, watch, I'm going to throw these on, throw a few pictures out there. Darren's going to say, hey, man, what are you doing for dinner?
And I did.
Hook, line, and sinker.
And it was worth it.
Just reeled him right in.
Yep. Very good.
So you did not fish this weekend.
No, I did not.
Where did you go?
I did go to Clear Lake.
You did, and you
I
didn't
did go to
fish?
Clear. I didn't even take a pole with me.
Were you seeing the creek lady?
I was a little worried. I was a little worried I might, but she steered clear.
Stayed clear.
So I went up there and I helped out the Bass Lane Bangers.
Okay.
They had a little trouble with their
Their
boat
trailer. That's why they didn't make the Mendocino tournament.
Yeah,
Is their
yeah.
trailer had an issue.
So they had a little problem with the breakaway, the folding tongue. It was cracked in a few places. So I went up there and helped them out, fixed it up for them, and got them all back on the road and ready to go.
See, and this is what I talk about, the teamwork, right? So you think about this as we're in competition with other teams.
Yeah.
They're a competitor, but you're building a community of people
Yeah.
that help each other, and you know. So Darren went up there with his skills and knowledge and
Yep.
helped somebody else out. You know,
Yeah.
that's basically a competitor, but they're a friend most importantly.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
friends off the water, and you compete on the water.
Yep,
and
for sure. And I found a couple cracks I didn't even know they had. And went ahead and took care of that, and they're all good now.
Well, you know, Lake County's got a lot of crack in there, so I mean,
Yeah,
that was-
it does. It does. I mean, it's scary. You know, it's underneath that layer of what is that? The algae.
the algae.
It's under the algae bloom. It's where all the crack hides.
No, but your company, May You Makers,
Yep.
you went out there. So not only do you make custom things,
Yeah.
what do you do?
I can do repairs. I did work for a trailer company for a while when I was younger up in Reno. So I do know how to work on trailers and repair trailers and stuff, which it came in handy this weekend.
And you fixed my trailer.
I fixed your trailer. So yeah, I can pretty much do anything. And that within my grasp. I do have my own generator welder, and I can do structural. I am certified in dual shield and dual shield and NR232, and I do some stainless steel. I'm not certified in stainless, but I can do stainless steel and aluminum.
And aluminum.
So, yeah, I'm not a real great TIG welder with aluminum, but I do really good with spool gun. So,
Okay.
yeah, and I mean, just give me a call if I can't. Honestly, and if I can't do it, I will let you know up front that's
Right away.
out of my wheelhouse.
Not after you sat on their boat
Yeah.
for 3 weeks and go, oh, well, I can't
Right.
do it, right? You
Yeah,
let them know right away.
I will let them know right away because I don't want to lead anybody on. Just be honest about it.
Right.
So, yep.
And custom fabrication, not just
Yeah.
repairs. You want something. You want a box made. You want a
Rod holders. I mean,
tower. You want a tower.
yeah, I built a tower. I've got a gentleman up in Auburn who wants me to look into building him a tower for his boat.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, cool.
Yep. Have you ever seen my boat, the tower on my boat? I built that.
Yep.
I built my rod holder, built the steps on the front of my trailer.
If I was gonna keep my boat any length of time, I would probably have you build a tower for it.
Yeah.
Or a light bar, something that can. But for me, it has to be custom where it can fold down.
Yeah.
To get into the garage, but I want to be able to pop up and I can drive with it up.
Yeah.
The one I have now with the Bimini, I can't drive. The window just rips
Yeah.
apart. But something that I could build out, and Yeah, if I keep that boat, I haven't
Yep.
decided yet. Still,
Yeah.
still looking. You're always looking at that next
You
boat.
never know.
I think with the back issues going on, I may need a bigger boat just to have some more stability and a little more
Get that
room and
cushion ride on
get
that
the air
seat.
ride. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 See, there's my hydraulics. I knew I was gonna
Yeah.
get hydraulics at some point in that
One of
boat,
these days.
in the chair. I already got the lights everywhere.
Yep.
I just need some hydraulics. I'm good to go.
Well, you need the little dingleberries on the windshield
Oh,
too.
there you go. I'll just get the glue gun out. There you go, man.
Yeah.
Darren, you're getting me all decked out. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Producer, do we have anything, any comments, anything we got to address, or anything? What's going on?
David Mayo is said he didn't get any barbecue.
Right, that's yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Anthony said he got 16 pounds caught Sunday on Sac River.
That was a
That's
very
right.
nice freaking catfish he caught.
So this is one where I never flake on fishing, and poor Anthony, I flaked on him on Sunday because my back was so fried. I'm like, dude, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, man, I can't make it. And we had a whole plan to go bank fishing.
Yeah.
Haven't done that in a long time, because now you have a boat. You're like, I got to take it out. I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? Leave the boat. We're gonna go bank. We have a cool spots that catch big catfish.
Yeah.
Had everything good to go, and then I get up and I'm like, I can't move.
Yeah.
And so I ended up, dude, I got to stay home.
Yeah.
So sorry about that. He went out anyway, and hey, Anthony's gonna catch fish. Come on.
Yep.
If it was me, I'd probably come home skunked and be all, oh man, be all mad. But
Yeah.
a nice 16 pound. 16 is good out of the river.
That's a nice catfish.
I think he kept it and he's gonna eat it.
Yeah. I would.
Yep.
Definitely. So there's some fish being caught in the river right now.
Right now, so the wintertime bite for big fish is, and it's not
No.
winter yet, right?
Yeah.
We're still transitioning, but as this temperature gets colder, the
Yeah.
bigger fish are going to start. I think what did Kevin tell me? 45 is the ticket. He called 45 and alive. 45 degrees, and that water temperature gets down to 45. That's when the bite turns on.
Huh. Interesting.
So we'll find out if that's true or not. But
Yeah.
that's what I remember. Now he's going to listen to this and go, no, that's not what I said.
Probably.
He said, a 45, boom, you can get your fish.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't say that.
Yeah.
But he did say something about water temperature, and I thought it was 45.
Well,
Could
we'll
be
have
54. I don't know.
You have to write it down in your book and ask him
Yeah,
Thursday.
54. I will. What was that water temperature, did you say, Kevin?
Yeah.
Or go back to listen to his podcast on
Yeah.
Thursdays on YouTube. I have him.
Yeah.
It'll be in that last
There you go.
podcast.
There you go. Perfect.
Um,
What else we got?
dude,
Warren bought a bunch of chicken feet.
he did.
Nice.
He did.
Were they still attached to the chickens though?
Oh. So that reminds me, chicken feet. Yes. So Warren, thanks for reminding us. We did do a test. That was kind of a joke.
Yeah.
You brought him.
I didn't bring them.
Who brought him? Or was it Anthony? I thought
No,
you
it was
brought him.
Anthony brought them,
Anthony
but
brought 'em.
Aaron's the one that told you about them, or was it Jacob?
I don't know.
Jacob or Aaron told you that? Oh yeah, the chicken feet, and you guys brought them because you guys were fishing them.
We were fishing them.
Yeah.
And it actually, they ate it. I don't want to
Yeah.
say we caught a fish on the chicken feet. Now, we had some, we were fishing this one area, pre-fishing, and I'm like, we're not really trying to catch fish as opposed to mark fish, right? So let's throw
Right.
these chicken feet out, see what happens. It's not going to catch anything anyway. And we didn't catch. Well, when we were done, we just kind of threw it in the water. Well, the next day during the tournament, we're fishing that same body of water, and we got our fish.
Yeah.
Pretty quick, actually, we got our fish. And the bite went dead, and the fish had been in a live well for a while. Feisty as all hell, man. They're just flopping around. We popped the lid open, and there's they spit up some other, bait fish. Those little, what the hell are those little?
Shad minnows.
Yeah, the little shad is spit up, and I look in there. There's chicken feet in the live well, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
They actually ate this. Now,
The nice thing about chicken feet, if they don't eat it, you can use the nails to clean your teeth too.
now I did stick the hook down the middle finger. I mean, figured.
Okay.
And I don't know. Maybe that's why they didn't catch fish.
Probably not.
You
They're
did not
probably-
pick your feet. Your feet. You did not pick your teeth with that chicken foot.
Why not?
I don't know. That's disgusting. I know people eat that stuff, and I'm no.
No, I wouldn't eat it. I'll pick my teeth, but I ain't eat it.
You still put it in your mouth. That's disgusting. People do. Some cultures will cook
Yeah,
that stuff up. I've
they
never
do.
done it. So, what else we got on there?
I don't know what's on your agenda.
No, any comments? I'm just looking at comments. You guys have a comment? Something?
Steve confirmed that Darren did a good job.
Oh,
All right.
thank you, Steve.
I'm glad Steve's
And
watching.
The comments that were relative to when they were posted, but don't make sense to them.
Okay. But Steve, you need to join. He hasn't entered yet. So Richard hasn't entered the Open yet.
Yeah,
Steve, Bassline Bangers didn't make the championship. They haven't registered the Open yet.
not yet.
There's plenty. Come on, there's
I
plenty
think
of
he said
time.
he's gonna talk to the guys about it.
I know when I talked to them, they were kind of on the fence, And
Yeah.
hey, get out there. There's only 3 teams right now.
Yeah.
If Richard
Stand a
and
chance
them,
of winning first.
well, now they got five. If I can get Richard to register and to get the Bassline Bangers, there's some good teams there that
Mm-hmm.
come on, take the first place in the Open division.
Yeah.
And you still have a chance at some decent money. And I think as it gets closer, we're going to do more promotions. I'll be reaching out to people that aren't registered and just send them a text, a phone call. I'll be doing that here in the next week or so, and just seeing if I can get some attendance up. And it's a great time.
Yeah.
You guys that have fished the bashes,
Yep.
we put on a great show. At least I think we do. You
Yeah.
guys keep coming back, so something's working.
Yep. Like I said, it's the first full year I've done it, and I've met a lot of good people. A lot
Right.
of good people. Yeah.
Next year's schedule is already out, so go to the Catfish Bash page. Their whole schedule is out for the year. I know we've got our arrangements set for all year. Now, the only change for us next year is we're doing a strategic move when we register, and that is Anthony is going to be the captain for our team.
Yep.
And that's
It
strategic.
just makes sense.
It does, Darren. It does make sense. No, but
I mean, regardless of your back issue.
exactly. It does make sense. So, yes, Anthony is going to be the captain only because if I have to go out for any length of time for back surgery, which I'm hoping that's my other last ditch efforts of trying to lose weight is going to postpone, potentially not even need back surgery, but
Yeah.
I got to lose the weight first. So cheer me on. I'm there. So
Yep.
I started at 248 when I started my little journey to lose weight. As of this morning, I'm down to 236.
Nice.
My goal is to be at 200 by the end of the year. I feel it's achievable,
Okay.
and that's what I'm shooting for. So hopefully I make it. And if the pain is still there once I get down to that weight, and I still have the major pain that I'm having, then I guess I got to go
Yep.
get surgery. If it's subdued or it's a lot less or it's like gone and only it flares up every once in a while, well then after I lose the weight, then it works on weight training and core muscles and
Strengthening, yeah.
strengthening.
Yep.
Because right now I can't do anything without everything hurting. So
Yeah.
kind of a process that I kind of now. Again, I go through the process, right? I didn't come up with this process on my own.
No.
I used AI, honestly. I went in, asked a bunch of questions, and the thing is that I use it as a tool. I asked a bunch of questions, then I asked some more questions, and then it kind of leads down a path to kind of give you educate yourself with things that would take me hours to do. I was able to do in a couple minutes. So anyway,
What do you think, Eric?
You should not be getting medical advice from AI.
and it's not medical advice. It's finding information so I can make an educated decision. I still have a doctor. I still run these. So when last time I met my surgeon, I said, "Look, here's what I found." Now here's what I.
His own research with AI.
Well, I
Yeah.
do the research with AI, but then I go to that guy that has the degree,
Right.
and say, "Here's what I found." And
Yeah.
I'm probably the worst client, worst patient ever that goes on the line. But what I found is because my wife went, through her breast cancer and things like that, you have to self-advocate. You
Yes.
cannot believe everything the doctor tells you.
I totally
If
agree
you
with
don't
that.
feel comfortable, do the research. The only reason I used AI is so I can get information quicker. And I don't even know where to start, but I use it to say, where do I start? It'll come back and say, do these things. You
Right.
go do those things. So it helps and guides you. But just like anything else, you can't just use that one source. Use your brain, see what makes sense, right? And then validate. And then when you're ready to, like me, make a decision, when I met with a surgeon, it wasn't, I'm not doing this. It's like, I'm doing this first. What do you think?
Right.
That's a great approach, lose the weight, blah, blah, blah. So,
So is that that banner thing still on the bottom of the Facebook site
not
thing?
right now. I don't think so.
The with the
With the ads, yeah.
ads and everything. So is there any AI ads that you're being sponsored by somebody or
No.
Oh, okay. Just checking,
Not sponsored by AI. I'm just trying to be honest with people, about what I do with it, and in certain cases, it
Yeah.
helps. Like
Yeah.
again, my wife was looking for something to make the other day. She's like, she cooks dinner. She's a great cook. When she was
Yeah.
kind of stumped, she's like, I don't know what to make for dinner. I'm like, well, what do you have? She's like, well, I have this, 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 this. I'm like, throw it in AI. Say, I have these things. What can I make from it?
Yeah.
Boom, it came up and said, here's like 5 recipes. And I'm like, and then she had to go do it and
Right.
make it. And hopefully it made sense and it tasted, but she did it. It worked great. And, you know, it's so,
That-
it's just, you got to find what you're going to use it for.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yes.
But
It's great for hiding
okay.
your fishing spots, too.
yeah.
Well, because
Yeah.
we take pictures and everybody's, oh, you're blowing our spots up. Well, I see guys who black out the background. I'm like, no, just go to AI. I said, replace the background.
Yeah.
And then you
Put
got a cool
Verona in
picture.
there.
Put Verona in there. It might be Verona, Italy, like I did. Big old striper out of Verona, Italy.
Yep.
But have fun with it. Embrace it. Don't take it too serious yet.
Yeah.
Because eventually it will take over our lives.
Yeah.
Probably not in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Maybe
Hopefully
my
not in my
grandkids'
lifetime.
So I figure it's not going to take over my lifetime, so I'm going to have a lot of fun with it while I can.
Yeah.
Before the government says, you know what, we're going to give this to you. Oh, just kidding. They're going to take it back because they want to have it all. But
Yep.
we won't make this political.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, we just flew by a ton of topics.
Yes, we did.
Yes, and we still got almost 15 minutes left to go.
Yeah, we do.
And I don't want to just drag this on and drag this on. There's nothing wrong with ending early if we had to end early. But
Yeah.
Eric's like, no, don't. He's behind the cameras falling asleep today. I think the safety meeting hit him pretty hard. Or it was that whiskey. It was that Nepal whiskey.
Yeah, that's the rum.
The rum. Or he's sitting here going, oh, well, let's pick on Eric a little bit. What is going on with Catfish Wars, Mr. Eric, Mr. Producer? When are we going to get another cut? You know, I've been asking for another
little trailer.
I got a cool trailer that you did, and then I went in and re-released it with some different music, the Catfish Bash, or our theme song. So we have actually an AI-generated jingle, I guess you can call it, but we've got 4 or 5 versions of our Catfish Wars song that we can do all kinds of different cuts with, but we actually now have a soundtrack type thing we can use for it, which Richard's wife helped us put all that together. So if you want a cool song for your team, you know, it's like, and here's the thing, I could have gone and there's tons of apps out there. I could have gone out there, found the app, did it myself, but after I talked to his wife, you know, there's a lot of work. Even though she's using AI, she's not a musician. She's talented in figuring out but she's using a tool to come up with these different theme songs.
Right.
Now, I could take the 3 or 4 hours it's taking her to do it and do it myself, or I can say, you know what, I'm going to start a small business owner. Richard, you know, his wife's trying to do some small business stuff. I can support them, pay them to do it, and I don't have to do it, and I come up with a cool product.
Yeah.
And so we did Old Farts. No, I haven't done Old Farts Fishing yet. I did Driving with Stony Stone. We got a few songs there. We got the Catfish War song we did, and I thought I did another one. I thought I did 3.
I'm not sure.
Well, I did the driving. I did I don't know. I know I got more going. I got a Cooking with Stony Stone one that, you know, talking about books. We do have a cookbook that we are putting together, but that'll release at some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of cool. You get it customized, and the cool part about it is I don't have to worry about copyright issues.
Yeah.
You know, you get some cool songs that you put on your videos and stuff, and it gets blocked because, that song's copyrighted.
Yeah.
Well, you can take the essence of that song, that AC/DC song or whatever you want, you like the beat, change all the words to fit your thing directly.
Yeah.
So I got a few more. I want to do an Old Farts Fishing one or a Fishing with Stony Stone. I did do one for Fishing with Stony Stone. We did. So that was the 3rd one. Fishing with Stony Stone, driving, and then,
Yep.
I can't count.
That's all right.
But yes, AI is fun to play with, and
Not as fun as fishing.
to do the real thing is definitely more fun.
Yes. Definitely.
But with me and my background being a videographer, photographer, running a photography business, you know, it's like one of those things I'd be threatened by AI and go, oh my God, it's going to take my job away. Or you embrace it to say, how can I make my job better, faster, quicker? Just, you know, I can still got to do what I got to do. But if I can deliver product to clients quicker and I can cut the amount of time down to do the things, then I make more money.
Right.
So
Definitely.
perfect.
Definitely.
Odie loves being in my AI videos.
Yeah.
He's
Poor Odie. That's too bad it doesn't look like him.
I know, right? It's hard to get. He's a weird looking dog.
Yeah, he is.
Like trying to get it
he's
to
not
match.
weird. He's original.
He's original.
Don't listen to him, man.
I've done a few body shaming the dog.
God.
We've done a few
Man.
videos that I just can't get. I put in different descriptions, right, to say a German Shepherd with a poodle, and it's like it doesn't know what to do with that.
No.
You know, it comes out weird. It's funny, but it's fun to see what it can do.
Have you ever got his DNA tested?
I have not got his DNA, but I do know his sister.
Okay.
He does have a sister.
All right.
Looks just like him.
Okay.
And I've seen pictures of the mother and the father, and that is a poodle and German Shepherd.
Okay.
Neighbor dogs that got got a little freaky, got through the fence, and two of them came out.
Should do a DNA thing. I don't know.
Do a DNA.
My wife's daughter did a DNA on her dog, and it came back to be like something totally
different.
than what she thought the dog was. It had some of what she thought was in the dog, but there was like way other stuff that she's like, holy crap. She's like, oh, now that I look at it, okay. So maybe it was a poodle and a German Shepherd, but what do the poodle and German Shepherd have on their side of the fence?
This is true.
So
I'll have to do a DNA.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I just got a DNA thing because I have that ancestry thing that I did years ago. And
Okay.
I'll get these updates every once in a while. We found a new match, and
Yeah.
who? It's like you are the father. No,
Yeah.
I got a few
Don't
matches.
say that.
But I look at the ethnicity or how it splits it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of interesting how it keeps changing.
Right.
And it's just weird to me. It's like, well, when you're born, you got, they say you're white, you're brown, you're Mexican, you're Irish, you're Spanish, whatever it is. Now we got this fancy tools, like, and I get it. I'm just making fun of it, but it's like, how do I keep changing my ethnicity? It's like I started out a little more Irish, now I'm less Irish, or a little more Mexican or Spanish, and now I'm less. I'm like, as I get more data, your percentages change.
Interesting.
So
I've
what
never
you think
looked at
you
mine like
are,
that.
you
I'll
may
have to
not be what
recheck
you
it.
think you are.
'Cause
Exactly.
I was like,
You think it's cast in stone.
I don't want to sound racist, but when I did my DNA, it's like I'm as white as white can be. European,
Yep.
Czechoslovakian. I mean, just like all this weird stuff that's all from Europe area, German. What's the Viking ones? What were they?
Vikings.
The Norse.
Norse. Yeah.
Like Vikings. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, all mine was like, yeah, you're white, dude. But which is weird because I tan really well. I mean, I tan better than the Mexican guy sitting next to me.
Well, and then I also said that when I first did it, it said I was like 1% African.
I can see that.
And now it says I'm like 4%. I'm like, how did I get more African? Is it all the time on the water? I got darker. I don't get
Maybe,
it.
maybe.
But it's my point is it's kind of weird how it changed. You take it once and you think that's what you are, right?
Yeah.
And then go a few years, 10 years, 15 years, like, wait a minute. I'm not so much of what I thought I was. Now I'm more. It's like, do we really know? I don't know. It's and I get it. It's science. It's numbers. It's as you get more data, the numbers are going to change.
Yeah. But
We're
in the end, it doesn't matter.
all people.
We're all God's creatures. We're all
We all
created.
generated from the Anunnaki anyway. So
Yeah,
oh,
with the
there we
big
go. Don't
heads.
bring that up again.
with the big forehead, with the what do they call it? The sloped forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
I've
you know
seen a
what
thing
I'm
on-
talking
I've
about.
seen a thing on it, and it's just
So if you guys have never heard me talk about the Anunnaki, just go look
You
it
don't
up. That's
wanna
all I'm gonna
listen to
say.
'em.
Just go look it up. I'm not saying it's real. I'm just saying it gives you food for thought.
yeah.
Is it real? Is it not real? If you believe in science and you believe in God and you believe, just go check it out, make a decision on your own.
Yeah.
I was like down this rabbit hole for a long time, and then I'm like, yeah. Then they had the Anunnaki movie. I watched like 15 minutes of it. And went, yeah, this is bullshit. I turned it off, and I stopped watching, stopped getting into it. I'm like, yeah, I
Yep.
can't get into this.
Yep.
So I
That's
don't know.
good.
It was kind of interesting.
That's good.
But again, just explore, get out and learn. Don't just take what
I
everybody
do.
tells you.
I
and
do. I
take it
go
as
to
gospel.
different bodies of water and I
you
explore
go.
those.
You explore different bodies of water. You explore different beliefs of what you want. You pick
Yeah.
and choose. But like you said, at the end of the day, we're all just human.
Yeah.
You get along. You don't get along.
Treat each
whatever.
other with respect, and
Respect.
what is, God says treat. What is it? Treat others how you'd want to be treated.
Right.
Yep.
But if you self-sabotage, that could be all bad.
Yes.
'Cause then now we can get really
But-
philosophical and deep here.
If you are treating yourself as you'd want to be treated, then you're treating yourself better than most.
I usually treat myself pretty well.
With the ribbed stranger.
As we digress.
Yes.
I got this cigar that I got at my son's wedding a few weeks back, and Darren keeps telling me I need to put this in I don't have a humidor. I don't do
No.
enough cigars to have a humidor. But what do I need to do with this so I can
Just
save
put it in a Ziploc baggie and put it in your refrigerator.
refrigerator? How long will it stay before I got to?
It'll stay for a while.
We need to
It'll stay
smoke
for a
this
while.
at the safety meeting one of these nights when you get
Yeah.
here.
I'll bring
Should
mine
do a
over
cigar,
and
right? Yeah, I used to smoke a lot of cigars, a lot of pipes,
Yeah.
not weed pipes, but
No,
when I
that's
was
more
in
crystal meth. But
no,
yeah.
when I was in the doing the RV thing, it was funny because my wife and I we used to do a lot of RV, and we had a big old gigantic fifth wheel, and
Yeah.
I think we went through like 4 trailers in 5 years at
Oh,
one
wow.
point because we were like we got one and it's too small. 6 months later, I'd upgrade to a bigger one. Kept that for a while, and then the things changed. Kids got into motorcycle riding and stuff, so we had to
Now I
switch
gotta get
trailers
a
for
toy
that.
hauler.
Almost, we almost did.
Yeah.
We had a big old what I called our rolling mansion. It was a 34-foot fifth wheel
Ooh.
with a king size bed and 5
Huge.
slide outs, crazy.
Yeah.
And but the kids were away at college around that time, so it was just the wife and I. And but we ended up downsizing back to a smaller trailer after a few years. And I forgot where I was going with this, but the kids were into motorcycle riding, and I was like, "Oh, we should just get a toy hauler, right?" But the gas, the dirt, and all that stuff where you live, I didn't really like that.
Yeah.
Well, when we were doing the barbecue comps, we had our big old 34 fifth wheel, and there wasn't very many guys that had big trailers yet at that time. There was a few guys that had their tow behind that would pop up
Right.
in their little kitchen and stuff. But they're all checking out this big old fifth wheel that we had tons of storage, pulling out our
Yeah.
smokers and everything, setting everything up. The next year is all of a sudden you see guys with toy haulers
Yeah. Yeah.
with a drop down with all their barbecue stuff, and now it's like it's crazy. You watch
Yeah.
these TV shows, and these guys got some decked out barbecue trailers for these competitions. It
Yeah.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah,
A lot of money.
it was another life.
A lot of money.
But now I'm into fishing and
A lot of money.
a lot of money. Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, the fishing is fun. Fishing is
Yeah.
fun. A lot of looking at a new graph. Anybody have any recommendations for a graph? We're using a Garmin right now.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the Humminbird, had Lowrance. It just didn't resonate with me. We switched to Garmin a few years back, but now I'm looking probably in the 5,000 range for a fish finder.
Hmm.
So, any recommendations? Let me know.
You expecting this thing to catch you fish too, or?
I just want to see the pretty pictures. I want to see
Okay,
all the. I want to
okay.
see the trees. I want to be able to have the side scan actually show me something because the one I
Yeah.
have now, I've tried every setting and I just don't think it's going to give me the visuals I want.
Resolution you want?
And I don't think it's the high enough Garmin. I think it's
Right.
middle of the road. I forgot the.
Yeah.
So I know if I'm going to get the imaging I want, I'm going to have to upgrade.
Step
I'm not
up,
looking
yeah.
at doing live scope or all that yet because
Right.
to me that just is going to get frustrating as all.
But you can get one that you'll be able to eventually get live scope on.
All right.
That's one of the things I was looking at. I was looking at the Lowrance, basically just upgrading my screen. I could still use the same transducers that I have and everything, but it would be live scope capable. All I'd have to do is get the transducer and
Been looking at the 360 imaging.
yeah, yeah.
That
won't
looks
catch
kind of interesting.
Still won't catch any fish though.
Well, at least I can see where they are.
Yeah, call me over.
Call you. There they are. There they are. Why aren't they biting? You need to come up with a way to where, and I don't. Maybe the technology is there, but I'd like it to show me this is a bass, this is a catfish, this is a carp.
I think you just have to.
You got to know what
Yeah.
the arches look like, and you can make some assumptions based on
Right.
the bladder or the images, right? So
Yep.
you know
where
the
they're at in the
schooling and-
water.
so you can get that, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking for the quick, easy. That's a bluegill. That's a bass,
Yeah, no.
right?
That's,
It will actually tell
that's
you,
your little camera
right?
that you got to put down there.
Which I've got a few of those too.
Yeah.
Underwater cameras. They're kind of
Yeah.
cool. Sometimes even a GoPro, just throw it down
Yeah.
there. But anyway, man, we just drug this out to the top of the hour with
Yes, we did.
some random stuff.
Woo!
But Catfish Bash is coming up. Get those entries in. If you haven't paid your tournament fee, if you're in the championship, please get that to me as soon as possible because I will be hounding you. And
Let's see if we can get a couple of teams on for next week.
yes, reach out to me if you want to be on as a guest. Let us know. We'll promote you coming on. You get 15, 20 minutes. Just
Yeah.
depends on how much you got to say.
Yeah.
Richard may get back on again. We'll be bugging him to get into the tournament.
Yep. Yeah, because
And,
he's not even registered for the Open yet, right?
Well, he's not open. He didn't make the championship.
Right, but he's not
But
registered,
he's not
for,
registered
the
for the Open, so
Okay,
we got to
yeah,
get
so-
him registered.
Yeah, we gotta get
I'd love
him.
to see the Bass Lane Bangers in there.
Yep.
And I'll be following up with a lot of the other teams to say,
Yeah.
come on, get your entries in
Yeah, for sure.
and
be
have a
good.
good time. Remember, Open, $175 will get you into that tournament.
Yep.
It's not a lot.
Yep.
So spread that with 3 guys. It's what? Come on, Rain Man.
A lot.
What's the math? $50 a person.
No, it's more than that.
It's $150 enter. Did I
I said
say
175.
150? I misspoke. It's 150, I believe. Whatever the flyer says. I think it's $50 a person. It's $150. What is it, Jake?
No, it's because it went up from.
That was for the championship went up because it's a
Okay.
little bigger prize, a little more
You're
money.
talking about the Open. Okay,
The Open,
so
it's
150. Yeah.
$150, $50 big fish, $50 blind bogey.
Yep.
That gets you to the 250.
Yep.
So you don't have to spend the 250. Spend $150. Split it with 3 guys. $50. You have some chance to
Yep.
win some money. So get your registration in.
And great chances right now to win some money.
Thanks for tuning in and following our page,
Yep.
Fishing with Stony Stone, and see you guys next week.
Yep. Stay safe on the water.
Yep.